there is one central theme that is required for our success, for our eternal bliss in this life and the akhirah. There is a special ingredient, we could call it. There are many answers to this, what the special ingredient could be. We could argue many. But each one of those ingredients that we will speak about, there is one before that. And what is that one thing before that? We will all agree, majority will say that for us as Muslims, our success lies with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so therefore lies in Islam. It's a continuation of the last time I spoke to you about how we are away from Islam. But if you look at Islam itself, what Islam is, what the Quran is, what the narrations and the Sunnah of Prophet are, we can understand that special ingredient is no doubt it's ilm, knowledge. So without knowledge, which is a starting point, we can't even have this discussion. We can't even talk about what a success really is. Without knowing. We now be differentiated between what right and wrong is, what guidance. The Quran is the book of knowledge, the true book of guidance. The Prophet's life, which gives us knowledge on how we should live in an exemplary way, the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us to be. So therefore, to spend time on this specific aspect, i.e. knowledge, deserves our consideration. In fact, it is the starting point. And not only that, as my topic today, someone asked me, what is the topic that you're going to address today? And I said to them, it is the revival of sacred knowledge. Why have I decided to talk about that? And it goes back to my first point, and we'll talk about a few more things. The revival of Islamic knowledge, or sacred knowledge, is at the center of our success in every single sphere of life. Everything that we do. If you take it away, यानी इल्म को आप ना उसको अहमियत दें, उसका इhtiraam ना करें, आप कामयाब नहीं हो सकते. वो इल्म जो दीन का इल्म है, उसके साथ साथ और भी इल्म होते हैं. याद रखें कि सिर्फ हमारे ज़हन में ये बात होती है कि हम सिर्फ कह रहे हैं कि नहीं जी, इंसान जब आलिम बनेगा या आलिमा बनेगी या हाफ़िज़ कुरान बनेगा, नहीं, उसके साथ साथ वो बहुत सारे उलूम हैं. There are many other sciences. If you look at Islamic history, until the Muslims became the ones who are oppressed now around the world, lost their power, their influence, you see that knowledge was the reason why they were successful. More than that, what is the differentiating factor between a human being and the rest of creation? It's because of that knowledge. It's because of that aql. Because of the intellect Allah Ta'ala gave them. There's no other animal in the whole of creation that's able to count up to 10. It has some sort of emotional intelligence. Very intelligent animals out there. But human beings are the ones who do things that they're the most intelligent. Allah Ta'ala made them in the best form. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Allah no doubt created insan in the best form. And we are ashraf al-makhluqat. But that important ingredient, that important property that we have, that differentiates between us and the rest of creation, is knowledge. Then with knowledge itself, then there are some other aspects of this. Because we know that knowledge in itself can be two extremes. You could be the most knowledgeable, like Shaitan. Shaitan had much knowledge. His knowledge was so great he became the teacher of angels. We know this. The Quran talks about this. The Hadith talk about this. But look, his pride, his takabbur got in the way. So there you see one extreme, which is completely negative when knowledge can misuse. But on the other side, subhanAllah, when you look at knowledge, knowledge is the inheritance of the prophets. Because the prophets don't leave anything behind. According to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they don't leave any property behind. They don't leave any wealth behind. Their wealth is the knowledge of the guidance of deen. And then their inheritors are who? Ulama. Ulama warathul anbiya. In the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now these are the things that we, unfortunately, we talk about it. We are aware of it. And how aware are we of it? It's like this. We are aware that when you drink water, it quenches your thirst. We are aware of that. Without food, we will die. We are aware of this. It's something you take for granted. If you don't wear clothes, they cover you. They protect you. Nobody's going to walk around without anything covering them. But the reality is, let me tell you, this community of ours, individuals as Muslims, we will not succeed unless we start to give knowledge of Islam, the adab of ilm, and its position. We will not succeed. If its status and rank is diminished. I'll tell you how this has happened. We don't need to go very far. I'm just going to give you some examples so you understand why I'm saying this. In our community here, I would like you to think about this. How many people, how many young people or individuals are people who are very successful in their spheres of knowledge? You can only count them. If you put it into the religious sphere, it's even worse. In our whole community, our local community, how many ulama or alimas are there? How many are there? Remember, this name itself, when someone says the word Maulvi, it's like a joke to them now. It's become something of disrespect. Because this has become normalized now. But the Quran doesn't take it as a joke. Rasulullah didn't. And let me tell you, just as I said to you, there are two extremes. There are people who have knowledge beyond the pathway of shaitan. And those people then, everybody cannot be generalized though. Not everybody who has knowledge is a person who is a pathway of the devil, of shaitan. On the other side, we have people who have knowledge and reach the heights of knowledge, and they become examples for all of mankind. No less than Rasulullah himself. No less than his great companions, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar Farooq, Sayyidina Usman Ghani, Sayyidina alaika. As we know, recently we should be remembering the life of Sayyidina Usman Ghani, Zul Nurain. He was a very Khalifa of Islam. Alhamdulillah. These individuals are the ones who truly understood knowledge and gave it this place. And when we're done and buried, we left this world, not many of us will be remembered. But the people who truly embraced Islam and acted upon what they did, with ikhlas, with sincerity, they will be always remembered. That legacy, remember the legacy, the greatest legacy of Islam is the true, pure knowledge and guidance of bringing solutions to our problems. Because we have a lot of problems. Whether it be on an individual basis, whether it be on a family basis, whether it be in our local communities, or whether it be in an international stage. Every single aspect of your life, Islam has the knowledge and the solution for us. Alhamdulillah. So why is it you will find when it comes to knowledge, every single person has an opinion, but nobody truly has, very few people have the true knowledge, which can be traced back to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When I, as a student of knowledge, remember, I don't even class myself as a student of knowledge, but I would say, I have to be generous to myself, say as a student of knowledge, studied the ulum ad-deen, every single aspect of knowledge that I was taught, whether it be aqidah, whether it be tajweed of Quran, recitation of Quran, whether it be ulum al-Quran, the knowledge of the Quran, whether it be hadith, each one could be traced back by my teachers to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the way knowledge was born. But today, every single individual seems they are the mufti of the century. Not a mufti. the reality is. They are really knowledgeable, but everybody's got an opinion. And their opinion seems to have more weight than what the truth is. They don't want that divine guidance. You know what I told you? That what difference between us and other creation, human beings makes us better, is our aql. We know aql in Arabic, it means something that binds, connects to something. यानी अकल का ये मायना है जो किसी दूसरी चीज के साथ लग जाए, उसे मस हो जाए और उसको छोड़े ना. And what does aql need? If aql is then connected to something that is misguidance, whether it be scientific theories, whether it be political affiliations, whether it be nationalistic ideologies, they will misguide that person. But when aql is truly connected to wahi, i.e. Quran al-Kareem, that person is successful. That person, that individual, they and them communities will be successful. And I'm just to give those examples I was talking to you before, how bad it's become, that knowledge is not important to us anymore. I'll give you an example. We're in masjid. In a masjid, we have students who come and they come to read Quran. For us, it's become almost like something that you do for your children because Quran padh jai. Zahn mein hai na? Quran padh jai. But that same child, if I was to go ask that child when he's 7, 8, 9, 10, when he's finished Quran, after masjid, I'll be very honest, remember I include myself in this. We go ask that child, what do you know about your deen, by Islam? That Quran do you read? Do you have any connection to it? Do you understand it? The namaz that you read. Today we're all going to read Jummah Salah. Be honest to yourselves, how much of you actually understand the prayer that you're reading? You're communicating with your Lord, your Creator. We don't know what you're reading. SubhanAllah. Is this craziness? Is it not madness? This is true madness. If I picked up the phone and I started to speak to somebody in a different language, whether it be a language that we don't understand completely, you think I was crazy. Why are you speaking these sort of weird languages to somebody? That person will understand you. But subhanAllah, every single time we're reading namaz, every time we open the Quran, we have no connection to that language, no connection to the meaning of it, and yet every day we're reading and then we're saying, we're misguiding, we're not going the right path, we've got these problems, we've got these issues. Where are the keys to the secrets of the Quran? Allah's giving it to you. Why you make the effort to learn that knowledge? Why we not make the effort to understand why you're reading salah? We say salah is not making a difference to us. SubhanAllah. You try 500 years to speak to somebody in a language they don't understand. Will they understand? They won't understand. Until they learn that language. Why are we not doing it? Why are we not making the effort to make ourselves understand and connect to the Quran? To connect to salah, to connect to our deen. And giving you an example is those children, you ask them and they cannot give you an answer. And part of that responsibility is not just that child, it's every single one of us sitting here. We're part of the problem. How can that child excel if when he sees that his own parents, his older generation, maybe didn't have access to knowledge, but the ones who had access to knowledge, who can give the access to knowledge to that child, they're not winning you. And I'll give you this example as well, that look, when we used to try, I say to a child, we learn a surah of Quran, and then I say, learn it by meaning, understand it. This is the basis of it. You get individual parents say to you, hey, why are you doing this extra? We didn't learn this, don't do this. What's this new tajweed thing that you done? We never learned this. SubhanAllah. And let me be even more harsh reality for you. We will be more concerned about how much money is spent on improving the ghusl area, the toilet area of masjid. But if the imam of your community, he's on the lowest salary, he's looked down upon, he's out of no respect. You will spend thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds on washing facilities in your masjid, but if the imam is given something, but somebody gives him money, you say, oh, Molvi, paisa kar. Don't get me wrong, there are many people who call themselves ulama, who are amongst this group, who do not really belong to that group. Remember, I'm not a person who says one way. I look at both things, balance it out. There are people we have put on top of a pedestal and said to them, because they've got beautiful voices, because they got a really good way of speaking, we think they become ulama. No, these are not ulama. I know, I'm aware of the ulama. The ulama are the ones you never hear about. The ones who are spending all their life trying to teach people and changing the world as they go around. They don't want fame. They don't want money. They want none of these things. But why is it so much that you can spend hundreds of pounds on your child just to get that child to improve his GCSEs, GCSE results? How many people have had special extra tutors for GCSE results? We spend thousands of pounds on these sort of things. And when, subhanAllah, some ustad teaches a child Quran, I can tell you, as a teacher of Quran in this masjid, I can tell you hundreds of teachers of Quran in the masjids around the world. And now the situation is this: the teachers have to give the money to the children. Parents don't even come in, only if you do. We have to say to them, we encourage you to read Quran. We're giving them, from ourselves. And the parents don't even think or give any respect, or some do, but the ones who should, and that child is not succeeding, when they see the child not reading, after 4 or 5 years and not taking interest, they'll come in, oh, why is my child not read Quran? This is the same parent, with due respect to him. No parents are like this, by the way. ये ना सोचे कि सब वाले को मैं कह रहा हूँ, कुछ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह को अच्छे हैं। कुछ मिसाल एक आप वाले साहब आपके पास आए कहें आपको कि देखें जी मेरा बेटा नमाज नहीं पढ़ रहा है, लेकिन खुद नमाज नहीं पढ़ता, वो क्या करें? मेरा बच्चा कुरान नहीं पढ़ता, वो कुरान खोलता नहीं। हमारी दीन की समझ नहीं है. We don't understand Islam. Well, you don't understand Islam yourself. If you cannot do these things yourself, come create the environment for your children that they can do as well. And it gets worse than this. Then we get to the stage that even the people who are teaching us the deen, they become the enemy. You look at social media, you look on the TV, whenever you talk about somebody with knowledge, oh जी ना, मौलवी बड़ा रोला है, oh जी ये सारे ये जन. This is all part of Shaitan's plan to make us diminish the respect of Islam and the knowledge of Islam. We should know the respect of Islam is based upon knowledge. Without knowledge, you will not be sitting here today. Without knowledge, so you namaz padhne wale, agar you ilm nahi hai na, sit namaz to padho. Kuch nahi padhaya kusa. Suno walidain hai ya ustad hai, to padhaya kusa. Somebody taught you. But that person now, jab buzurg ne alhamdulillah, I say this, because mere walid sahab hain, mere walidain hai, jab buzurg baithe hain, mashallah, they give us that, I think. When they came, they had that respect. They might not have learned a lot of knowledge, but had that respect. Well, now, it seems to be, as we come into this country has this influence where knowledge is not something that is respected. It just seems whoever can get it, fine. He'll have a certain profession, but the knowledge, respect is not there. Adab is not there. And this is the problem that we face today. Adab is no longer there, apparent. So therefore, our whole communities, we are not succeeding. We are failing. The Ummah is in dire straits. It starts one person. अगर आप सोचें कि ये नहीं जी ये इतनी बात है, ये नहीं है, कोई ज़रूरी बात नहीं, आप नहीं कह रहे. This is the bunyad. If you cannot respect your deen, how are you going to change society? How are we going to be the people of, hey, goodness, Rasulullah said, may yuridullah yufaqihu fi deen. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may yuridullah khairan, He wants goodness for you. One wants hate for you, He gives you understanding of deen. यानी अल्लाह ताला आपकी ये भलाई चाहता है तो अल्लाह ताला क्या आपको देता है? इल्म दीन, knowledge of it, not just normal knowledge, a deep understanding of it. If you want to have goodness in your life, we'll have deep understanding of deen. But you ask yourselves, how much effort have we spent on trying to understand our Islam? Even this day, I have phone calls. People are telling us, I include myself in this. Remember, I don't just say this because I think you, and I include myself. I'm the first one to be amongst these people. That we are not reading Quran properly. We are not able to read our namaz, we have forgotten. I've been to many janazas, people's funeral prayers, and there are many individuals there who cannot read the janazah properly. And they're too ashamed to ask somebody. Then they sharm back, kisi batao, कि मुझे नमाज जनाजा भी बोल दिया हूँ याद नहीं. इसको शर्म की बात है. It's no shame in this. The shame will be when you face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala day of Yawm al-Qiyamah and He asks about your life. Remember, knowledge is one of those things you asked about. नमाज के बारे में पूछा या क्या, और नमाज के बारे में आपको बताया मैंने कि हम नमाज पढ़े, हमें पता नहीं नमाज क्या चीज़ है, नमाज के अल्फाज का समझ हम नहीं है, नमाज हम अदा कर रहे हैं उसको कोई कैफियत नहीं है, कोई रूहानियत नहीं, कोई इंसान नहीं है, क्या नमाज पढ़े, ये कौन सी नमाज है? This is signs of Yawm al-Qiyamah. People who do sajda or read namaz 50 times, after 150 namaz, salahs that you read, one may be accepted. And we know the reality, subhanallah, and we don't do anything about it. यानी आपके घर में आग लगी तो कहते हैं नहीं जी आग लगने दो. What is this? This is our reality. Inside of us we are burning. We are going to the pathway of Jahannam. We are not taking the pathway of Jannah. The pathway of Jannah, according to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the pathway of knowledge. And why have I said all this? I'll give you an example now, and I hope that you understand it. Alhamdulillah, in our masjid, we started last year a foundation to Alim course for our children. And I can tell you this, Alhamdulillah, we had some response. And those children completed the first year of Aqidah, Fiqh, Tafsir, Sirah, Arabic language as a 5-year course. It was accredited from Jummah al-Azhar and Jummah al-Karam. It's one of the most recognized institutes in the world, Jummah al-Azhar, by if you don't aware of this, amongst the oldest universities in the Islamic world. But the response we got was not as good as it could be. Yet, outside of the community, you hear people saying to each other, oh ji, masjid padhai ko nahi hai ji. I said, bacche padh hi nahi rahe. And when we do something, nobody comes forward. Some do, but some do not. I've had situations where I've had to bring parents up and say to them, did you know your child is on this course, or didn't you know the child is on the course and not supporting them? Children themselves are coming, the parents are not supporting. Other way around, parents have wanted to bring their children, but the child doesn't want to read, and the child leaves. यानी सिर्फ वालिदैन ही नहीं, वालिदैन आप तेरे कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि बच्चे आ जाएं, नहीं बच्चे नहीं पढ़े. All these things come back to the first thing. The adab that we had and the love that we had for deen is being diminished. So my request, Alhamdulillah, the next year enrollments are open. जो अपने बच्चों को भेजना चाहता है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह भेजें. 11 से 16 साल मस्जिद में आप दाखिला फॉर्म ले जाएं. On the 1st of September, inshallah, there'll be open day for that. And remember, we've got to take the first step. This is the beginning. आपकी नई मस्जिद बन रही है, उस नई मस्जिद के लिए कौन बात करेगा? सिर्फ अकेला मैं करूंगा. जबकि बच्चों को दीन के बारे में पता होगा, दीन की सफाई बनेगी, दीन के पास होगा तो मस्जिद आबाद होगी ना. So these things you need to think about. And the starting date is 16th of September, Monday, the 16th of September. The deadline day for all applications will be the 9th of September. So my request, all of you want to know about Mubarak, you can contact me directly. You can come on the 1st of September. Inshallah, to the open day, which is on Sunday. It's only for an hour, 12 o'clock. यानी 12 बजे इतवार है, अगले हफ्ते. ये हफ्ता नहीं, उस अगले हफ्ते. मस्जिद में आए, बच्चों को ले आए, वालिदैन आए. कम से कम देखेंगे क्या हो रहा है. अगर हो सकता है आपकी कोई नसीब से, आपकी तजवीज़ से हम कुछ काम बेहतर कर दें. But it's no good talking about it outside. यानी बाहर जाके क्या है, हमारे बच्चा की पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही, मेरे बच्चा कुरान नहीं पढ़ रहा, ये नहीं कर रहा, वो नहीं कर रहा. बातें हम पूरी दुनिया की करते हैं, बातें सबको आती हैं, अमल बहुत हमारी कम है. We can't do the action, we need to do the action. So Allah Ta'ala gives tawfiq to do amal upon what I said was hate. Anything I said that was good is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I made any mistake or said something that might hurt someone's feeling, please forgive me. Allah give me guidance. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh al-mubin.
Please comment, like, subscribe and share. Please subscribe to Islam.